Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Learn English Naturally. I'm Emma, and I'm so happy to be here with you all today.
And I'm Ethan. We are so happy to have you join us today for another fun and helpful episode designed to improve your English.
That's right, Ethan. And before we dive into our topic today, we have a quick favor to ask. If you're enjoying our podcasts and learning with us, please take a moment to subscribe to Learn English Naturally. Share this episode with your friends and hit that like button. It really helps us bring you more great content.
Absolutely. Your support means a lot to us. So, Emma, how was your weekend?
Oh, Ethan, my weekend was wonderful. Thank you for asking. It was a good mix of relaxation and fun activities. What about yours?
Mine too. It was a bit busy, but in a good way. I always look forward to the weekend. Don't you? It's a great time to recharge.
Definitely. And that brings us to our topic for today, everyone. We're going to talk all about your weekend. It's a very common topic in everyday conversation, and it's a great way to practice describing past events in English.
Exactly. We'll go through some common activities, useful phrases, and even some tips on how to ask about someone else's weekend. So, Emma, let's start with Saturday. What did you do on Saturday?
Well, Saturday started with a lovely family lunch. My parents came over, and we had a delicious meal together. It's always so nice to have everyone around the table sharing stories and laughing. We cooked a big pasta dish, and my mom brought her famous chocolate cake. It was really...
That sounds lovely, Emma. Family lunches are the best. It's a classic weekend activity for many people. It's a time to connect with relatives, share good food, and just enjoy each other's company. What kind of pasta did you make?
We made lasagna. It's one of my family's favorites. And after lunch, we just chatted for a while, and the kids played in the garden. It was very relaxed. How about your Saturday, Ethan?
My Saturday was a bit different. In the afternoon, I went out with some friends. We decided to try that new coffee shop downtown that just opened. You know, the one with the really unique pastries.
Oh, I know the one you mean. I've been wanting to go there. How was it?
It was great. We sat there for a couple of hours just talking and catching up. It's always good to spend time with friends, isn't it? We talked about our week, some movies we've seen, and made plans for a future get-together. It's a wonderful way to relax and socialize.
Going out with friends can mean so many things. Going to a cafe, seeing a movie, having dinner, or just going for a walk. It's all about spending time with people you like.
Absolutely. Socializing with friends is so important for our well-being. It's a chance to unwind and share experiences. And after that, what did you do for the rest of Saturday?
Later that evening, I had a birthday party to attend. It was for my friend Mark. He turned 30, so it was a big celebration. There was music, dancing, and a lot of delicious food. Even tried to sing happy birthday really loudly, but I'm not sure if I was in tune.
I'm sure you sounded great, Emma. Birthday parties are always so much fun. They bring people together to celebrate someone special. Was it a surprise party?
No, it wasn't a surprise, but it was still a lot of fun. Everyone was in a good mood, and it was a great way to end the day. Attending a birthday party is another very common weekend activity. You often get to meet new people and try new foods. How about your Saturday evening, Ethan?
My Saturday evening was much quieter after the family lunch. I decided to have some quality time with my children. We watched a movie together, made popcorn, and just cuddled on the sofa. It was lovely. Sometimes a calm evening at home is exactly what you need after a busy week.
That sounds perfect, Ethan. Spending time with the kids is so precious. It's a chance to bond, play games, read stories, or just enjoy each other's presence without distractions. It's a very rewarding part of the weekend for parents. It doesn't always have to be a big outing. Sometimes the simple moments are the best.
Exactly. And speaking of calm, let's move on to Sunday. For me, Sunday morning started with going to church. It's something I do every week, and it's a very important part of my routine. I like to go and thank God for life, for my family, for everything good. It helps me feel grateful and ready for the week ahead.
That's a beautiful way to start your Sunday, Ethan. Attending church or any place of worship is a significant activity for many people. It's a time for reflection, community, and gratitude. It provides a sense of peace and purpose. What else did you do on Sunday?
After church, we had a light lunch, and then I spent some more time with my kids. We went to the park. They rode their bikes and I just watched them play. It was sunny and perfect for being outdoors. Simple pleasures.
I do know. And my Sunday was also quite relaxed. In the morning, I decided to do some chores around the house. Cleaning up a bit, doing laundry, things like that. Not the most exciting, but necessary.
Oh, the dreaded chores. But someone has to do them, right? It's part of keeping our lives organized. Then, did you do anything fun?
Yes. After the chores, I decided to relax and read a book. I found a quiet spot in my backyard and just enjoyed the peace and quiet. It was a really nice way to unwind and get ready for the new week.
Reading a book or just taking some time for yourself is so important.
It really is. It's about balance. So, we've talked a lot about what we did. Now, let's think about how our listeners can talk about their weekends. What are some good phrases they can use, Ethan?
Great question, Emma. Here are some common phrases. First, how was your weekend? This is the most common way to ask. What did you do this past weekend? Another good option. Did you do anything fun? A more specific question. And when answering, you can say, my weekend was great. Good, busy, relaxing, or fun. I had a good, relaxing, busy weekend. On Saturday or Sunday, I went to the party or I spent time with my family.
Perfect. And remember to use the simple past tense when talking about what you did. For example, I went to the park, not I go to the park, or I had a family lunch, not I have a family lunch.
That's a very important point, Emma. The past tense is key when describing past events. Let's try to make a little role play here. Emma, ask me about my weekend and I'll answer using some of these phrases.
Okay, Ethan, sounds good. So, how was your weekend?
My weekend was really nice. Thank you. On Saturday, I had a lovely family lunch with my parents. And in the evening, I spent quality time with my children watching a movie.
That sounds like a perfect Saturday. And what about your Sunday? Did you do anything interesting?
Yeah, on Sunday morning, I went to church to thank God for life, which is very important to me. And later, my kids and I went to the park because the weather was beautiful.
Excellent. You used had, spent, went, and thanked, all past tense verbs. Our listeners can practice this too. It's all about thinking about what you did and then choosing the right words to describe it, right?
And don't be afraid to add details. Instead of just saying, I ate lunch, you can say, I had a delicious family lunch with my parents. The extra words paint a clearer picture and it makes your English sound more natural and fluent.
Let's think about some other common weekend activities that our listeners might do. How about going shopping? Many people enjoy shopping on the weekend, whether it's for groceries, clothes, or just browse.
Good one. Or doing some gardening if you have a yard. It's a relaxing way to spend time outdoors and make your home look nice.
Yes. And for those who love sports, playing or watching a game is very popular. Maybe you played soccer with friends or watched a football game on TV.
Or exercising, going for a run, hitting the gym, or taking a yoga class. Weekends are a great time to focus on your health.
Absolutely. And for many, the weekend is also a time to relax at home. Maybe just watching TV, reading, or listening to music. Not every weekend has to be packed with activities.
That's very true. Sometimes doing nothing is exactly what you need. It's about recharging.
So, here are a few tips for our listeners when they want to talk about their weekend. 1. Keep it simple. You don't need to describe every single minute. Focus on the main activities. 2. Use descriptive words. Instead of it was good, try it was relaxing, it was exciting, or it was busy. 3. Practice with the simple past tense. This is crucial. If you're unsure, look up the past tense of common verbs. 4. Listen actively. When someone asks you about your weekend, also be ready to ask them back. It shows you're engaged in the conversation. 5. Don't worry about mistakes. The most important thing is to communicate. Everyone makes mistakes, even native speakers sometimes.
Those are fantastic tips, Emma. Remember, the goal is to communicate and share your experiences. The more you practice, the easier it will become. And it's a great way to learn about other people too. When you ask someone about their weekend, you often discover new things about their life, their hobbies, and their family. It really helps build connections.
So, next time you meet a friend or colleague, try asking them, "How was your weekend?" and see where the conversation goes.
Exactly. It's a natural way to start a friendly chat. And don't forget to prepare a few sentences about your own weekend, even if it was just staying home and watching movies. Right? Every weekend has something interesting to share.
Even if it's just a moment of peace or a quiet activity.
So, Emma, looking ahead, do you have any plans for the upcoming weekend?
Let me think. I'm hoping to visit a museum I haven't been to yet, and maybe try out a new recipe for dinner on Saturday. How about you, Ethan?
Sounds fun. I'm planning to take my kids to a local festival on Saturday. And on Sunday, I'll probably have a relaxed day at home, maybe catching up on some reading.
Wonderful. It's always good to have something to look forward to. Well, everyone, we've had a great time talking about weekends today. We hope this episode helps you feel more confident when discussing this common topic in English.
Remember all the different activities we mentioned. Family lunch, going out with friends, birthday parties, time with kids, going to church, chores, reading, shopping, gardening, playing sports, exercising, and just relaxing at home. You can use these ideas to talk about your own weekend.
And don't forget those key phrases for asking and answering. Practice makes perfect. Try to describe your last weekend to a friend or even just yourself in English.
That's a great idea, Emma. Just speaking out loud helps a lot. So before we say goodbye for today, we want to ask you again, please subscribe to Learn English Naturally if you haven't already. And if you found this episode helpful, please share it with anyone who is learning English. It helps us reach more learners like you.
And finally, we would love to hear about your weekend. Please leave a comment below this episode and tell us, what did you do last weekend? We love reading your messages and learning about your lives.
Yeah, tell us what fun or relaxing things you did. We can't wait to read them.
Thank you so much for joining us on Learn English Naturally today. We appreciate your time and dedication to learning English.
We'll be back soon with another exciting topic. Until then, keep practicing and have a wonderful week.
Bye, everyone.
See you next time.